I saw this. The story kind of flew under the radar. On Friday, President Trump announced that he was going to suspend trade talks with Canada because of Canada's digital service tax that was scheduled, keyword scheduled, to go into effect today. And if those of you missed it, here was some of that announcement. Watch.
So Canada put a charge on some of our companies, and Canada's been a very difficult country to deal with over the years. And we have all the cards. We have every single one. We don't want to do anything bad, but they have, economically, we have such power over Canada. I'd rather not use it, but they did something with our tech companies today trying to copy Europe. You know, they copied Europe. It's not going to work out well for Europe either, and it's not going to work out well for Canada. They were foolish to do it. You know, we do a lot of business with Canada, but relatively little. They do most of their businesses with us. And when you have that circumstance, you treat people better. They've had farmers that are getting like 300, 400, 200% in tariffs. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. We have cases, you don't read this and the people don't report, but they charge us 400% on some dairy products. 400%. Nobody writes that. It's not fair to our farmers, and we've got to protect our farmers.
Now, Canada is the second largest United States trading partner after Mexico, also the largest buyer of United States exports, which is kind of to President Trump's point. Like they stand a lot to lose here. We're not budging. We're not going to talk to you guys anymore. It's going to go into effect. This tax plan would have put a 3% tax on companies like Amazon, Google, Meta, Uber, Airbnb, and it also would be retroactive, going all the way back to January of 2022. So for some of these companies, that's quite a bit of money. You're talking like some of them a $2 billion bill at the end of the month. Well, as of this morning, Canada caved and decided to drop the digital tax plan, and they're punting, trying to give themselves more time to reach a deal with President Trump by July 21st. It's the art of the deal, man.
Maybe a smart move on their point.
It's the art of the deal.
Walk that idea back just a little bit. There's
a lot of panicans here.
It's like when you tell the rookie, just chill, just calm down for a second. Yeah, you're a little over your skis.
Listen, we did it the normal way in Washington, D.C. for decades, and all that did was create more and more and more of a trade imbalance. Maybe just let someone new come in and try something different that's never been done before. Calm down. Just wait, because this is a guy who understands negotiations clearly very much better than any prior presidents that I can think of.
Yeah, we need a president who wrote The Art of the Deal, which is one of the things, if you remember, he introduced himself as on the Republican debate stage in 2016, which is like so funny when you think about it, because he's next to like all these like very credentialed people who everyone knows from, their interest in politics. And then Trump's up there and he's like, I wrote The Art of the Deal. It's like he ghostwrote it.
Like,
he
that
didn't
was like
write
in his
it.
bio.
Yeah. But I mean, it's worked out well. And one of the most refreshing things, I think, is that we no longer have to pretend that we're all just like this wholesome global community and, we all work together. That is a lie that people tell their citizens. It's not true. Everyone's a power player. And I don't think Trump is a tyrant, but I'm glad that he can be like, look, dude, we're obviously like the global hegemon. You have to play ball with us. And all these countries cave despite, the panicans in the news media on both right and left. And so, yeah, I have trust in the president.
Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sarah.
Well, I was just going to say it really is an issue that I didn't pay much attention to until President Trump started sounding the alarm on it. And then the more I looked into it, the more I was just kind of aghast at like, wow, they have been taking advantage of America for a very long time. And no president has come in and even tried to do anything about it. They just didn't care. They just let it continue to get worse. And then these countries have the audacity, once President Trump comes in, they have the audacity to be like, I can't believe you would put a tariff on us. It's like, bro, you guys had like a 400% tariff on us for decades now. And now all of a sudden we're the one who are starting the trade war. I beg to differ.
Yeah, it's that dance mom that gets all up in arms when you start saying your kid's a bully and we're going to fight back. Mm-hmm. Those who call him a tyrant, it is so amazing to have a president. He's not going to any nation, not one, and say, you should adopt the American way of life. He's saying, if you want to work with us, if you want to bring your crap from China that you make here, you're going to pay your fair share. If you want us to support you in Europe at NATO, you're going to pay your fair share. You don't need to play with us.
That was another great deal that he made.
Yeah. You don't need to play with us. We don't need you. But if you want to work with us, so what is he really doing? He's defending his own country. And that's not a tyrant. A guy that defends his house perhaps is doing his job.
Yeah.
Supposed to defend his house. We're not going around the world going, oh, no, you should be. He didn't call for a regime change. He's just saying, you're not going to have a nuke to come hurt us. Right? But if you want to work with us, we're going to play by some fair rules here. It makes you actually think how dismal previous presidents were, or did they figure out how to be on the take?
Yeah.
Did they figure out how to benefit from a system that's bad for the American people but enrich them? Kind of looks to me like Congress has figured that out over time. They go in poor, they come out $250 million richer.
Yeah.
They have figured out how to stand on top of the American citizen and enrich themselves. This guy's saying, I don't want to even take a paycheck.
Yep.
And he's not.
Yep.
I'm fighting for the American people.
Yeah.
They should all say thank you that he's defending his home.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, the W's are just racking up, and it's really nice to see. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.